This is the Daily Paycheck here on Casino Gaming TV. I'm John from ProCrafts. We're running this show here with two main goals. Number one, we're building a master bankroll. We started with $10,000. We're looking to build it up to $100,000 in small increments. We're looking to buy in for about 10, 20% every day with a win goal of 10% or more every day. Ideally, we get a 70% plus win rate along the way. The big idea here is to increase that master bankroll as we go with those little wins and have bigger and bigger buy-ins with bigger and bigger bets and of course, bigger and bigger wins. It's going to be an exercise in extreme discipline. Winning a small amount each day and tacking that onto the master bankroll is going to be really tough. But I think if we do that versus going for home runs all the time, we're going to have a nice, consistent win rate. The second major goal that we have is strategy testing. And what I want to find out is, can a strategy or a betting pattern be trusted to earn a consistent daily paycheck? In other words, can it survive a full month of simulated play? I'm going to go live every day for 4 weeks, Monday through Friday, 20 days, like I'm doing it for real, right? There's no camera tricks. There's no editing. There's no stop and tape. There's no BS. There's just flat out nowhere to hide. I'm going to do this live every day. What we want to see is, how do the strategies perform under actual pressure, under the actual quote unquote law of big numbers, and over time, how do they respond? It's easy to win in the short term. It's tough to win consistently over a long period of time. So with all that said, let's round up and get to today's daily paycheck. All right, folks, well, we did it. Here we are, we're on day, whatever this is. This is day 8 or so of the Dallas Drawdown. So far, so good. We did get our ass kicked yesterday though. I will come out here and admit that we came out here and threw an immediate 7, right? We worked the come out on this one and we came out first throw of the day yesterday and burned 1,200 bucks. So it is what it is, right? This is going to be a what do they call it? Russian roulette kind of a strategy. It's an all or nothing. It's a, however you want to term it, Russian roulette. You want to call it a one hit can't miss, whatever it's going to be. It is what it is. We're 5-2 though. In our test week, we were 7-2. So we're doing actually pretty good here overall. Just got to dodge that 7 once every 6 days. We're going to be all right. Hey, right? Here we go. Let's get out there. Let me show you how the strategy actually works. I'm going to go to the other screen here and we will look at the way that it comes together. It's very simple in theory. And I show it to you every day at different bet levels. I'm going to show you today at the 640 across level, just to give you an idea. Of course, my actual play today will be a little higher than that. We have a bigger bankroll, but let's say you're out here at 640 across. And I'm going to set this up actually with green chips because it just makes it a little bit easier to do the drawdown part. But we're going to go with $100 on every point or every number here. So it's $100 on the 4 and 10, $100 on the 5 and 9. It'll end up being $120 on the 6 and the 8 in this configuration. So you've got 640 out there, which is a whole lot of money for most of us, right? But here's how this works. Let's just grab a point, doesn't matter. And we can simulate some rolls here just to kind of get some numbers. Here's a 5. Okay, we got a 5 rolls. Actually, it's $100 pays 140. Okay, let's put 140 out there. And your first move is to draw down, hence the name of the strategy, half of your bets. Take down half my bets, please. Drop me the 320 dealer. They return half your bets. What they do is they're gonna split the rest of them up. So the 5 and 9 go to 50 each. The 4 and 10 go to 50 each. The 6 and the 8 drop down to 60 each, and you're at 320 across. So you drop 640 to 320. If we were to keep coloring our bets up here, I'm going to do this as we go. There's $300 in green that you pulled off that table. Okay. Remember, you're out there for 640. You've got 425. That's 450, 460 back in the rack already off that first hit. The second hit in here, any one of these inside numbers is roll something here. It's an 8. Perfect. That pays $70. We can do 75 for 5. And again, draw half our bets down. We'll take everything down. And again, they'll split the 4 and 10. They'll split the 5 and 9. They'll split the 6 and the 8, and you're at 160 across. How does the rack look right now? Again, we're out there for 640. So there is $200 in black. 4, 5, 600, 25. There's your 640 that you started with. You've got 50 bucks locked up plus 160 across. Your choice here, right? Ladies' choice. You can pull the 160 and say, hey, I just won 210 bucks and be like, yoo-hoo, right? Good job. 640 turns into 210. That's pretty awesome, okay? Good job on the shooter. If that's your goal for the day, you go on home. Alternatively, keep playing at 160. You got 160 out there completely covered. You got your money back, right? You got profit locked, 50 bucks. Again, you're not gonna buy a Lexus with the 50 bucks, but you got 50 bucks locked up and you're still playing with a really good bet size. That's the idea of the strategy. You have choice. Take a third hit for 35 bucks, make that look like $85 in lock, go on home. 85 plus 160 feels like a pretty good day's pay to me, right? That's the 640 level. We're gonna play it today at a higher level. And again, I've got a $3,000 bankroll. We're doing a YOLO basically. So I'm gonna go out here at double that. We're gonna go out a little more. We're gonna go out here at 1,200 across. My bet levels will be this. I'm gonna go with 250 on the 5 and 9, 300 bucks on the 6 and 8. There's 250, 250, 300. It's 1,100 inside, plus 50 on the 4, 50 on the 10. Get them a little bit lower. There's $1,200 across. That's how it's gonna work for us today. That's gonna be our level. Same strategy. We're just gonna pull everything down by half as we go. And that's it. Bob's your uncle. Let's go make some freaking money, shall we? I'm gonna take Joe's advice, by the way. Joe from Craftsmaster Journey just went live. Just got done live, actually. His live just ended. And he claims that the white dice curse is dead. We're gonna find out, Joe. I'm putting you to task here. I'm gonna go out. I pulled the white dice out. Let's see if the white dice actually are uncursed. Here we go. We have 1,200 bucks up top. I've got now 1,000, 1,800 bucks in the rack. That's $3,000 total bankroll. We're gonna take our YOLO shot right here. Let's go grab us a point. We're gonna work the come out. If I throw a come out 7, then I lose 2 days in a row, and that's the end of the damn show, right? Here we go. Wish me luck, everybody. Coming out. Coming out. Come on, Johnny. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Here we go. First throw of the day looks like a 6-2 easy 8. Let's get the puck. Oh my gosh, come on. Get your puck going there, Johnny. There we go. Geez, it won't flip over. Not funny. No matter what I do. There's the 8. All right, 6-2, 8 is the point. Let's put the dice where you can see them. Bam. Type that in. Let's see, 2, 6, 8. The roll tracker ought to catch up. There we go. And as we set the point, we make 350 on the 8, which is awesome. We're gonna bring down, I'm only gonna draw down the insides. The way I do this here at this level, it makes it easier on the dealers, number one, to just draw down the insides. And I got the 4 and 10 a little bit lower than normal. I don't have them up at the $100 level. They're one level deeper. That brings back 900 bucks to the rack. There's 500, 400 bucks. When you do that, you win 350, you're pulling back, right? 550, and you bring 900 bucks to the rack. What the rack does now, that goes to 1,000 in that second slot, and I've got 700 bucks here in the front, which means my rack is light 300. I got 550 inside and 50 bucks on the outside. I'm basically at 640 out there, just a little bit different configuration. All right, here we go. Let's get the second number. If we can pull it off here, let's get a second hit. Make our paycheck, right? The white dice. White dice doing white dice things over here, Joe, right? White dice doing white dice things. Let's go. That looks like a 4, 3, 1, 4. That's you, big guy. That's little Joe coming to play. That's 100 bucks right there. Now, it's not what I would love, right? The 4 and 10 at 100 bucks doesn't really get me to paycheck, unfortunately. But we're going to take this anyway. We're going to take the 100 bucks, the payment. I'm going to draw me down one more time, okay? We're going to take the insides here down to 220 inside. I'm going to leave my 4 and 10 at a quarter each. We're going to draw them down by half. We'll go 220 in, which is going to be 2 units per number. I'm going to have to break a black chip to make it work, which kind of sucks. There we go. 220 inside. So here we go. We have in the rack, if I put this back, these 300 bucks, that means my my front shelf here, that's my That is my starting bankroll. Coming back to the rack is 280. And I've got $270 out there. I got 220 inside, 50 on the outside. So 280 plus 270. That's my daily paycheck right there. That's my 500 bucks. We're gonna take one more roll though. I'll be happy with this profit right here. I'll go out again if I need to. But we're gonna take one more roll because I wanna go ahead and play some excess play today. So we're gonna take the extra shot here and get hopefully 70 bucks out of these inside numbers and play a little bit for free. Here we go. Let's get a third number on the wheel here. You ready? Let's do it. That looks like a 1 and a 5. That would be the mixer. Our friend, my good friend, Chris from Sideshow Gamble. Love me, Chris. That's gonna pay 70 bucks. We'll do 75, 4, 5, okay? And what I'll do here is now bring everything down and we're gonna play in a cross play. That last hit right there locked me in. I can play 64 across now. So there's 50, 65 bucks. We'll take a dollar change. The rest of this comes back to my rack. I'm gonna color up really quick and show you what the strategy itself made. There's 200, 300, 400. There is 300 in black. Okay, by my count, that makes me 556 in profit. We're gonna call it 550. Lock that in. The strategy today made 550, which is awesome. Okay, we are out there at 64 plus 6. We'll call it a $70 bonus play. And I'm just gonna keep rolling out. If we burn this, show's over. If we make money, then happy for me, right? We'll play a $70 bonus spin, essentially. And there's the 64. What we could actually do, and I will do because it's fun, I'll take the 5 bucks. I'm gonna grab the hard ways, dollar change. We'll run a little hard way parlay in there with $1, and let's just see if we can make some extra money today. Here we go. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. Let's go. Let's get her pumped up here. I'm gonna play the 4 and 10 we're gonna exchange the 4-10. 5-9, we're gonna play G Money special style. 6 and 8, we're gonna sister press. And we're just gonna collect on rhythm. If I can find a rhythm. The white dice curse is broken, Joe. Thank you so much for breaking that curse. I'm telling you. Those white dice for the longest time, nobody could tell. Hey, look, there they are. We're talking about it, and there's the white dice curse right there. 6, 1, 7 out. But who cares, right? The thing I love about this strategy, even though it burned my ass yesterday, is that it's only really requires 2 rolls, right? 2 hits and you're at goal, essentially. 3 hits and you're playing for free for the next thing. We got 3 hits today. We got the come out number, we got the 4, we got the 6, we're done. We got our daily paycheck. We were playing for free, $64 across. It didn't work out on the excess play, but so freaking what, right? I'll take a 550 profit all day long, right? Just 64, sorry. 550 profit, 64 across, not 164. Take it to the ceiling. That's what I tried. I threw a 7. So what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and log it and celebrate, and then we're gonna come back and just play some more. How about that? What do you think? Let's go back over here. Let me change my screen, the summary screen. You can see all that. I'm gonna type in the numbers. We're gonna go to put the date in, which is today. This is the daily paycheck. Daily paycheck casino. This was the Dallas Drawdown strategy. We bought him for 3,000. We're out for 3,550 from the bank, and it was just 3 rolls and out. That's the whole day right there. Save that session. Let me come back over here and we'll celebrate a little bit. Booyah. Okay, we did it. We did it. Dice Dr. Dan has a comment. He says, I have worked the dealer pretty hard. What am I tipping them? Well, you know me. If you've all played with me, by the way, I tip when I roll up, right? I'm a pre and a post tipper. So, for example, that 50 bucks would have gone to the house for sure, right? 550 profit, they're getting that 50 bucks at the end, no matter what. If I buy in, let's say I buy in for 500, normally I'm dropping in 50 or 25 off my buy-in. Like, how you doing? Nice to see you. Drop this in the rack right now. Let's go play some craps. and then I start playing. So I drop in a pre-tip and a post-tip. During play, I do a little bit here and there, but I don't go too crazy with them, right? To me, like the dollar across, I do that a lot, but honestly, the dealers tell me that's a lot of work. Dollar across is a lot of work. They're got bets and money everywhere. It's actually more confusing up in here for them to do these bets sometimes than to just give them a piggyback on my own bet, which I do a lot, or just have them on a line. Easier way that way. But yeah, Dan says, this is not a lot of work. Like when I do this, if you're doing this at a regular size level, 128 across, right? The reason why I set I'll actually play it at that level if you want me to show it to you at the regular size. I set it up as a strategy with four chips per spot, whether it's 4 greens or 4 blacks or 4 whatevers, because I want that drawdown piece to be super simple on the dealer. So let me get it set up here. I'm going to stand behind as a dealer, so I'm not going to roll the dice super hard. But let me come over here. I'm going to do it Wayland style. I'm going to stand here on this side of my table. I'm just going to roll them against this wall, so you won't really see them roll that good, but you'll see. I'm just going to kind of huck them over here. There's a 9. Okay, so our point is 9. Can you see that dice? Okay, it's not super clear, but it's a 9, right? There's the 9, and that pays $28. And what you're going to do is say, I tell them, my dealers now can do it. Draw me down, right? And I'll just tell them from here, just take me to 64 across, and they know. You can say, drop me by 50%, draw me down, take me to 64, and they just literally do this. Hand me my chips, and then they go, boom, and they're done. They're on to the next player. It's a very quick transition for them. And that's why I did it 4 units like this. I did it at different levels before where you draw down 1 unit, go from 128 and tick down to 96, then 60. It's a pain in the ass. This way, it's 4 units per spot, and they draw you down. It's nice and simple. Matter of fact, starting out at 128, the first drawdown, 75, 85, and there's that $92 comes back, right? You're out there 128, you're in for $92 on the first hit. We catch another one. There's a 6-5 yo. I know it's really hard to see. And I'm using the wrong hand to roll. There's a 4-3-1-4. That's fantastic, right? That pays 10 pays $18. And again, we'll draw it down. We'll take half, spread it up, and now we're at 32 across, just like so. 32 across, and they're done. And how does my rack look on this one? There's $5, okay? There is 25, there is 25, that's $50. We started at 128. There's 125, 127, because it was a 4, it's a weird number. Basically, $15 in profit playing 32 across. My local's $5 now. So I have a $5 table, and now, who cares? Right now, there's a 7. But literally, this is who cares time. This is like, take the $32 and, run them up to blacks. Who cares? This is completely, let's try and get a repeater on a number. Like, let's go for a natural repeater. And from 32 across, hard to make money at this level, right? Same betting or whatever. This is when you go and take a number and try and get a repeater out of it. Like, you can still make money here if you hammer a number. And if you just don't care about the $32, like, let's take the 5 as a good example here. I love doing this demo. So the 5, right, that pays $7. And on hit number 1, it goes to $10. I'm going to mark the number. That's hit number 1 of the 5, right? On hit number 2 of the 5, it pays 15 for one of those dollars. And it goes to a quarter. That's hit number 2. Okay. Now it's at a quarter. On hit number 3 of the 5, and again, you're looking for 5 hits, right? A natural repeater bet on a number. 5 pays $35. And it goes right on up there. Stays on up high. 4th hit, 35. Or I'm sorry, $60. That pays 70 plus 14, $84. 75. We'll do 85 for our last one out of the rack. And look where we are here. We're at 125 plus 20. That pays 175. That pays 28. Okay, that's how you do the math here. So it's 125. You can actually keep the $20 if you want to, right? Just to have it. Paid for the bet finally, right? On hit number 5, 175. And how did you do here? 175 Look at us go, right? 175 plus the 20 plus what you started with. You started with $10. That's $310, right? On a repeater 5, if you get 5 of them at a $5 table. You can make money at a $5 table if you don't care about ever bringing money back, right? So $5 table, it's like literally shoot the moon or go home kind of thing. You can make money there. Of course, you can collect any one of those times all the way through to get your initial investment back. But, $5 table, take the crack at it, right? It's fun. It's fun. I've done the $10 parlay, hardway parlay thing at our local a couple of times. That thing just makes dough. So, all right, there we go. That's the show. I'm going to go warm up a little bit. It is freezing out here today. We have ice and snow in Seattle this week. I'm not sure what the hell happened to our weather, but all those electric vehicles, I guess, are causing some cool down out here in Seattle. I'm not sure what's going on. Give me that global warming again. I'm freezing my ass off. So there you go. I think we're done. Let's see. Speaking of tipping, AZ says, you say hit goal. You say you hit your goal, but your tip will take you below. That's okay. I don't mind. I don't do that. No. But God, I've done that. Let me get one more shot. Let me make 35 more bucks for the tip. No. Don't do that. Don't ever do that, because you'll burn it. I don't care if it takes me below goal. My goals are soft, right? If my goal was, let's say my goal was 500, right? And I won 450 today, I have zero problem giving them the $50 and being $100 light of my goal. That goal, I think, who said it? Was it Old Man Earl that said this last? I think it was Old Man Earl. Said your goal should, or maybe it was Arcades. I forget who said it, but your goal should never be a life-changing amount of money, right? So if it's 400 or 500, doesn't matter. It's many hundreds of dollars I'm happy with. That should not change your life. This should not be the difference between you making a car payment or not, or rent or not. So I'm totally cool with losing the $50 to the house, to the dealers. And my personal approach to tipping is always this. I really don't like the idea of a dealer not getting a tip. Like it really kind of chaps me a little bit that they won't get it. So when you're doing this kind of thing, and I know the dealers like the action, but you're going to bet the dealers, they're going to bet across, right? And it makes us feel good, and they're like in the game, and they're having a good time and blah, blah, blah. But guess what? When these bets lose, and they will lose, they go back to the casino, not the dealer. You basically donated an extra $6 to the casino. It's a bleed. Betting for the dealers like this, I think, is a big bleed to your bankroll. And even though they have fun, they don't always get the money. You know what I mean? If you're going to do anything at all, I was watching David the other day. He makes a good point. I don't play the lines often. I'll do the DC, I'll do the cum, but I don't really play the lines as often as I probably ought to. If there's a bet down here, it's theirs. Bet the line for them, parlay it up, do a little bit like that. If you grab, let's say you've got a $14 6 or 8, or a $12 6 or 8 that pays $14, consider like this. That's a win. The $2 then become odds on the pass line, or the $2 then become a come bet for the dealers. Like, that's the kind of thing that you can do to put your profit into play for them, but don't bleed it out of your rack. It's just, I hate seeing my money that was meant for them going to the house. It just drives me nuts. I want them to have their money. I want the dealers to take their money home that I want to give them. If I want to give them $4 across, I'd rather just hand them $4 frickin' bucks and say, drop the $4, please. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that, and I'd rather give them the $4 to start with, and then if I catch a win on a 6, drop the $1. Catch a win on a 6, drop a couple bucks, and keep paying them off my wins instead of paying them out of my rack. I'd rather them just get the wins and just keep on doing it. That way they're winning with me, but I'm not throwing money up there that's potentially never going to go to them, and it's going to go back to their freaking boss. I don't want that to happen. So I'm very dogmatic about how I tip. I don't like the casino getting my money that's meant for them. That's for them. They're working their asses off, like Dan said. They should get all the money. So there we go, guys. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good morning. I'll see you in about half an hour for the coffee run. We're going to do a little bit of right side play downstairs, but I got to get out of this garage. It's freezing. Love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I will see you in the next one tomorrow. Wish me luck.